What's good? It's Ozman the Wizard.
And Naima.
And this is Not Another Damn Podcast. Presented by our damn selves. 130.
130.
Yeah. Got a shout out to lovely jazz creative
Hey,
Jay
girl.
Sculpt.
What's up?
It's the first fitness belt that covers the entire midsection and provides 100% comfort during your workouts. Black Friday's coming.
Yes.
I know she got them sales popping, so hit up Jazz on I think J Sculpt Fitness on Instagram. You can find her there. Check out all the J Sculpt products. So she got the new belt. I think the reversible, the two-sided joint she got. So you can get a little fancy with it. You know, instead of just having the black side is like the fancy. I think it's like a leopard print or some shit like that.
Shoot.
So,
Okay.
Jazz trying to do big things. She got 2020 coming up. See,
Yeah. Got that vision. You got to
right,
get the
2020 vision. Yeah.
Gotta get that, you know.
Before we go any further, got a shout out to homie comedian Chad Roby.
Hey.
Appreciate you stopping by the
Yay.
program last week. A lot of fun. Yeah. Good stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I see big things for him.
Oh, yeah.
I
He's
see
on
a
his
bright
way.
future
Yeah.
for him, yeah.
Check him out on The Move every Sunday on Power 92, 6 o'clock. Yeah. So doing things. Yeah.
Yeah. Always good when we get to have, people on the rise and like getting to follow their
That's
journey
what we
and
do
being
here.
there.
We had Spirit King. We got Chad Roby. So that's what we do. We catch cats on the ascent. We had Jazz like before you had Vanessa Simmons and all of them rocking the J Skull and what's her name from Real Housewives?
Kenya Moore.
Yeah. It's like, hey, we catch him, on the rise.
Yeah, I love
because
to
everybody
see
wants you to get there. Everybody wants to be there, but
Yeah.
like nobody wants to help on the way up.
That's why I said
People wanna
nobody
get
wants
there.
to be in the basement, but everybody wants to be with the penthouse.
Yeah, exactly.
No one wants to be in
Nobody
the
wants to
basement
help
with you.
prepare the meal, a Thanksgiving reference, but everybody wants to eat though. Yeah.
Yes.
So we helping these people prepare meals, like
Right.
Chad, like Spirit. We helping them prepare the meal.
Yes.
So once they get the food, now everybody wants their piece of it. Yeah. So
Let me get some of that pie right there. Like, nah, bruh. Like, yeah, you can get some
hook me up
pie.
with some of that turkey.
You can get some, but it's going to cost you, right?
You didn't help prepare it, so hey, what you got? What you got? What you offering? Go ahead, kid.
So, do we want to talk about Thanksgiving?
Let's go there since it's Thanksgiving episode. Yeah.
Yeah, so as we prepare for our Thanksgiving and everything, the memes, like I still love the memes, funny memes, the one going around like basically saying like if you ain't never cooked nothing like before, like don't try no new shit this year, like if you knew that.
Yeah, if you don't know what the hell you're doing, stay the hell out of the
Like
kitchen.
just stay out of the kitchen. Like don't be like
The reason why the phrase you can't take the heat, stay out of the kitchen is the thing. Yeah. You definitely can't take this heat, so stay your ass out
like
of
you
the
show
kitchen.
up like I got this new recipe, but nah, I want to try something new this year. No, just. But the funny thing that I saw was, and I'm still getting comments about this post. I'm now recognized as one of Tasty's top fans, so I think that's the thing that I'm gonna go for. All these sites that like I comment on, I'm gonna go for a top fan badge on every one of these things I follow. Because like I am one on Power's fan page, I'm one on D.L. Hughley's fan page, I'm one on Tasty's fan page, so that's what I'm gonna go for. As far as these fan pages, I'm gonna go for top fan on every one of these fan pages. And they had a video of celebrity recipes for macaroni and cheese.
Okay.
And it was basically this one guy. He got these celebrity recipes, and then he prepared each one of these as the celebrity gave their ingredients and everything. And then he let his friends do a blind taste test to see which one they liked the best.
Who didn't suck?
Now, I'm just going to give you the 4 celebrities, and I'm going to let you get your own. Before I give you the recipes of it, I'm going to let you get your own, make up your own mind to see, like, which one sucked. Okay. Here's your 4 celebrities. You had Khloe Kardashian.
Okay.
Patti LaBelle.
Okay. You probably could have ended right there, but go ahead.
Chef Gordon Ramsay, is that his name?
Gordon Ramsay.
And Rihanna. Now.
Rihanna's near the bottom. I'm already saying that.
Going in, the first thing I thought as soon as I went in,
some curry goat and a macaroni and cheese.
I was like, Chloe's is not going to be good. That's the first. I mean, I was like, Chloe's is not going to be good because I've seen
she's a Kardashian,
and I've seen some struggle plays that they've like posted on Instagram. So I'm like, yeah, hers is not going to be good. I was like, Patty, I know Patty's stuff. I was like, Patty would probably be the best, maybe That'd probably be the one that I try the
like
best.
near the top because Patti LaBelle, like
yeah, I was like,
she had the whole world going crazy over them damn pies.
pies.
So, like, I can't even imagine.
And Patty is like, she's like
your
your auntie. Like she's like auntie, or like grandma. She's like that.
On my own. Like that fat fuck that was in that video. It made the pie go viral.
I can't with you. And then Gordon
Patty! What's he doing right now?
I don't. Come to the podcast. Stop. Come to the podcast. We want to see what you're doing right now.
No, I'm good. Go ahead.
We should do an episode like that viral people were having.
Where are they now?
Where are they now?
This fuck.
Stop.
I don't remember his name. Nor do I want to. Don't tag me in there. Yeah, go ahead.
And Gordon Ramsay, I'm like, he might get a little fancy with his because like these. Like like the emeralds and people like that,
His
they get a little
good, but it'll be like
a little bourgeois. Kind of a lot of bourgeois.
His will be good. Patty's will be hood. That's the difference.
Thank you. Yeah. Good and hood. There you go. Mm-hmm. So Patti LaBelle, hers was going okay at first, and I'm like, okay, and then they was like, yeah, and then we're gonna add Velveeta, and I just was like, okay.
Oh, Patty, you lost me.
Oh, they said,
Patty, you're on your own.
They like add Velveeta.
On your own.
And the problem I have with Velveeta.
Why did I add that shit?
And before y'all come for me, I make a good mac and cheese. You've had my mac and cheese. I make a good mac and cheese, so don't come for me. I know how to cook mac and cheese.
Patty is on her own.
I know how to cook it.
That's what she was singing about. She was doing that Velveeta, and everybody was shitting on. She's okay. I'm on my own. That's the song is really about.
No Velveeta in the cheese, the mac and cheese,
and the mac and cheese.
But other than the Velveeta, I was like, okay, I was like, it's other ways to make the macaroni creamy without adding Velveeta. I'm just not a fan of adding Velveeta. I don't add it when I do my mac and cheese.
I've never even bought Velveeta in my life.
Me neither. I just don't do it.
Never purchased it. Not stuck up with them. Never bought Velveeta in my life.
I'm like, okay.
I don't even know how much Velveeta costs. I never bought it before.
I was like, okay, whatever. Then when they took Khloe Kardashian's, I'm like, oh Lord. Like, hers was looking okay at first too. But then the questionable ingredient they added for her, they was like, yes, and then...
Tell me she put some mayonnaise in that shit.
No, they put American cheese. Slices of American cheese. And I'm like, they like stacked it up and they like cut up American cheese slices. And I'm like, ugh, just yuck.
I've never heard that before, but...
When they put American cheese in it, I was like, who puts American cheese in macaroni and cheese? That don't go together.
What did Big Head put in hers?
Then Gordon Ramsay.
Gordon Ramsay.
When they did his, he put like cauliflower in, and I'm like, okay. He put cauliflower in.
All these Macs kind of suck so far. Go ahead. What did Riri put in hers?
And then Rihanna.
She put some gold in there. So.
No, but she put like...
Do they eat gold in Barbados? I'm just like made that up.
She put
they probably do.
Ketchup, mustard.
Yikes.
Yikes. Something else. It was like some weird stuff that she put in. It was like a lot. Like she put like a lot of kick, like a lot of heat stuff in hers. Like it was like really hot. That's what they were saying. They were saying hers was hot when they was eating. They was like, well, this is really hot. It was hot.
Just like her.
Well, Rihanna's hot, so.
That's for cats. Hot like her.
So then.
Teeth shining.
So then I was like, all these recipes are kind of questionable, and I gave my opinion. And then somebody was like, I was like, in my opinion, it's like not being flat. I was like, I think that my recipe is much better than all these. And I just, and then somebody was like, what is your recipe, Kira? And then I put my recipe. I gave like a little shortened version. I didn't give like all the measurements, but I was like, this is how I make mine. I gave the cheeses I use. I wish
they would have had a bake off. Then I'd have dusted all of them.
You would.
Ours with the chocolate chip cookies are sick.
Yeah, your cookies are good.
I'm gonna bring some to this because
your cookies are fire.
Week I'm gonna bring some to my students. Like
maybe some too.
I'll hook them up. Your
cookies are good
because Ariana's upset.
Right.
So I'll hook you
your
up.
Your cookies are good. So then when I put my recipe in there, I just started getting so much love. People was like, "Yeah, this sounds much better than that." And then somebody's like, "I'm screenshotting your recipe right now." So I got all type of stuff. And after that, Stacey recognized me as a top fan. So I'm like, okay. I was like, maybe I'm onto something, but. The mac and cheese, don't be disrespectful with the mac and cheese. Don't put carrots. Don't put celery. Don't put
green beans.
Don't put cauliflower. And I like green beans. I like cauliflower. I like carrot. I like all that stuff. But it just doesn't go in macaroni and cheese, in my opinion. It just doesn't.
Now you know how I feel about the fruit and the cake. Yeah. I like fruit. I like cake. Don't mix that shit together.
I love fruit and cake, though. So you missing out. It's...
No,
strawberry.
I've had it. I'm definitely not missing out. Strawberries are the bottom of the bottom.
Blasphemy! You see, like, this is our difference of opinion right here.
Yeah.
I love strawberry everything, but don't get disrespectful with the mac and cheese. And then the other thing that I saw on like another website, they were saying something about that the jelly cranberry sauce is like the least favorite. I'm like, nah, in the black community, we love that. We love that jelly cranberry sauce in the can.
Give me the can, yeah.
Give me the ocean
like you bring
spray.
some fresh shit, we like, what the fuck
What is this?
shit?
We
Yeah.
like, what the hell is this?
Like,
yeah.
In the hood, the can stuff, like you,
Give me that
like,
jelly shit from Ocean Spray. I'm gonna eat a whole can by myself.
This is fresh cream made from scratch. I'd be like, get that shit off
Get
the
out of-
table.
get out of here.
Bring the can, damn it. That's the one thing that can come out of the can is the cranberry. Hey, we don't do that here.
We don't
fresh
do that.
shit,
Yeah,
nah.
we don't do that here.
You can keep the fresh cranberries.
Because they were trying to say that was at the least, and then of course at the black people we
Oh, in the
flamed
hood,
it.
yeah, we like, bring
Black
that
people,
can
we
over
flamed
here.
it. We was like, this is a staple for us.
That's the difference. Shout out, because I'm a long time friend with my homie Mike Love, and the Diz back in the day, they had done, Diz is
his mother is white, right?
Yeah, so he would do the Thanksgivings like at he'd have it at his mom's house and at like his father's side, the black side, the white side. He'd go to both. He said, on the white, my mom's house we had pumpkin pie. Go to my dad, we had sweet potato pie.
We had green bean casserole with my mom. We had greens.
With
the ham hocks with my dad.
He talk about like I said when you mentioned about like the cranberry, it's like do it out of the can. It does. We have fresh cranberries from scratch. Like, I remember that's a bit that they did about Thanksgiving back in the day.
But it's true though. It's so true though.
Comparisons like the white Thanksgiving versus the black Thanksgiving.
I know because Ariana was like at her school, like they made pumpkin pie, and I was like, yeah, baby, we eat sweet potato pie, baby. Like we don't do pumpkin pie, baby. At grandma, when we go to grandma's house on Thursday, we gonna be eating sweet potato pie.
Or to quote the late great Bernie Mac, I ain't never had pumpkin pie. Kick it. And you know how the first part of that joke went. We won't tell Ariana the first part of that.
No, we won't tell her that. She's much too young.
I ain't never had pumpkin pie.
Even I was too young when the actual joke was out. I was even too young for it.
I was in high school. Man,
yeah, so I was too young for it.
I was that key demographic where it was like the funniest shit ever. We saw it.
I was still in grade school, so.
Kick it. You don't understand. I ain't afraid of you, motherfucker.
We like it though. I don't care. I like my jelly cranberry sauce. And then the other thing, like I said, if we're going Thanksgiving still, please, like retailers, what are y'all doing? So we know that Black Friday sale, we know that they start on Thanksgiving. AKA
sometimes the Wednesday before Thanksgiving.
AKA Black Friday Eve. Yep. They start Black Friday Eve.
They don't even acknowledge Thanksgiving anymore. They say
Thursday
at
6.
Noon. I saw one said noon.
Thursday at 4.
So really after the fucking parade and shit, like you don't even get to watch no football. You get in that line at noon. You watch the Macy's parade and then go to get in line.
I get Best Buy. I think they're starting like 4 or 5. I think Walmart started like 5 maybe.
Target starts I think 10ish or something, or they move it up. I don't know.
They moved theirs, but the one that's disrespectful that starts so early, JCPenney. You know what time JCPenney's start?
Nope.
Their start at 2:00, so it's like you can't even eat dinner at this point unless you eat dinner at 11:00 in the morning.
So you barely get to watch any football.
Right. It's like 2:00. So if you're a worker and you work at JCPenney, you can't even sit down with your family. It's like, okay, I gotta leave. All right, you got SpongeBob. All right, I'm out to work. And you gotta leave out before the family even comes over and eats. So you're gonna be there at 2:00.
Well, JCPenney's a dying brand too. I think they're gonna go the way of Sears eventually. So like, hopefully.
I hope not. I got stock at JCPenney. I'm just saying that I got stock.
Be prepared to lose that one. Might be wise to flip that stock pretty soon.
It's a penny stock. It's a penny stock anyway. That's what I bought.
It's a penny stock.
It is. It's a penny stock.
A JC penny stock. I sound like Statler and Waldorf from the Muppets. It's a JC penny stock.
We're all over the place. I promise we're sober doing this. I promise.
Yeah. We got water in our cups right now.
We're sipping water now, I promise. But yeah, when I saw that, I was like, 2:00. I said, so at this point, you can't even sit down. You can't eat with your family. You can't watch football. Like, it's not that serious. Like, what happened to sales starting, like I said, at 10 o'clock in the morning on Black Friday, or 9 o'clock, or even 8 o'clock in the morning on Black Friday.
Back when we were kids, it was like it was whatever time they opened on Black Friday.
Right.
9 a.m., whatever time the stores regularly open.
Right. It was just regular time.
Yeah, and everybody got to be first, though. Like, yeah, it's just like we, like, posting shit on Facebook that's not true and shit. First. I got to post first. It's like everything became first now. So then they moved them for, like, okay, the sale starting at 9, 10, whenever the store opened, to, like, 5 a.m. Yeah, so, like, then that works. Now everybody jumped to 5. So then it's okay, like, midnight. It's like, yeah, so now it's like...
And we saw those midnight people when we used to live in Lansing. We saw them at the
that was during the midnight era. Yeah.
And the line was going all the way wrapped
so
around.
Like 10 years ago, that was the midnight era during that time. And then that worked, and so then it became, okay, well, what about if we start eating into Thanksgiving? Like, pun intended, eating at 10 o'clock, yeah. Push it up, 9 o'clock. Yeah, it started getting earlier because of that.
It's just out of control. Like, I mean, what do you need to do at 2 o'clock?
Bill O'Reilly claims a war on Christmas, even though Christmas is taking over Thanksgiving. I keep saying that.
Oh, I'll be glad when we get video podcast, because this is what I'm doing right now. Mr. O'Reilly, you're getting the finger right now, Mr. O'Reilly.
People like that. For years, it's like, yeah, there's a war. And there goes some obscure bullshit about some little tiny town that took down a nativity scene because a Muslim complained. Like some small towns, they say, look at that. It's a war on Christmas.
There's 50 people in the whole town.
Yeah, some small town that did that. But then you won't point out Times Square where the whole thing is a nativity scene, or downtown, like in front of the Picasso, where the whole thing is a fucking nativity. Like, you ignore that, but like some little shitty town like that nobody heard of is like, look at this.
Or the fact that I always say, the
government forced them to take down the nativity scene. There's a war on Christmas. They're trying to cancel Christmas.
Or
look
the
at
fact
this.
that I say this, and I'm like, I've never had a Christmas tree in my house, never. And my daughter knows what, like, when we drive in, she's like, Mommy, a Christmas tree. She calls all evergreen trees Christmas trees. And that's what she's like, Mommy, a Christmas tree. How does she know what a Christmas tree is? I've never had one, so how does my daughter know where a Christmas tree is? Mm-hmm. If it's a war on Christmas. Get the hell out of here with that. But
or first time somebody says Happy Holidays to somebody, look at that, it's a war on Christmas.
I remember one year when it was Eid, Hanukkah and Christmas all like in the same week, within a week of each other.
The funniest shit I saw O'Reilly do, like now I'm going on a rant. Yeah, I saw O'Reilly doing shit was when Hanukkah came early. Sometimes Hanukkah fluctuates. Mm-hmm. So Hanukkah was over, let's say like by like December, like the early December.
Right.
Like the 10th or 12th, something like that. Right. It was like early. Right. It was already over by then. So he says, so now when someone says it, Happy Holidays, what are they saying? Hanukkah's over, so like
Kwanzaa
it's really
is December 26th every year.
That's what the flip side said, because Jon Stewart came after him. Shout out Jon Stewart, because he was on the he's the anti O'Reilly. He'd be on the flip side. He's like, yeah, well, you got Hanukkah, you got Kwanzaa, you got New Year's coming up. He named like a bunch of
Boxing Day,
yeah.
Boxing Day.
Yeah, his other holidays, asshole.
Yeah. Then you just look like and like Kwanzaa never changes. Kwanzaa is December 26th through the 2nd
every year.
Every year.
And New Year's is always January 1st and shit.
Never changes.
It's like there's still holidays besides Christmas coming up, dude. So you still say Happy Holiday just because Hanukkah's over them.
It just makes it all inclusive. So like you want to be inclusive for everybody when it's convenient to you.
When it's all lives matter, then it's all being inclusive.
Get the fuck out of here.
But when it's about
get the fuck out of here.
When somebody says Happy Holidays, that's the same as saying all lives matter.
It's the same thing.
So which is it?
So which is it? You can't have it both ways. Which is it?
Now you mad and shit. Yeah, on one hand you say all lives matter. On the other hand you say, well, you can't say Happy Holidays. You have to say Merry Christmas.
Mad. Now you mad. Now you big mad. Now you can't have it both ways.
Now I don't get it. With my younger hothead militant days,
and I'm black, y'all.
Yeah, Dad Mike from CB4.
I was blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all.
It's during the 90s, long time ago. Long time ago. Yeah, when they used to act like that. Yeah. And I'd actually get mad when somebody would say Merry Christmas to me. Like, no, like, I'm cool with it. Mm-hmm. I even say it back. I say Merry Christmas to you. Like, I don't get mad at this shit. It's like,
yeah. And like I said, people seem to just be more. They just seem to be more savvy, just smarter about things, because it's like, I mean, I work in an office building, and whenever we do stuff, we don't call it Christmas party. We just say our holiday party or our end of the year party.
Oh, O'Reilly would say
that's what we do.
Christmas, you do that.
Everybody isn't Christian. Everybody isn't. I'm sorry to break it to you, Mr. O'Reilly, but U.S. freedom of religion.
I was about to say, yeah, because then people like O'Reilly would say that well, America is a Christian country, but I thought the First Amendment
Yeah,
said freedom of religion. The
It's
founding
in
father said like all religion. Yeah, like we're not a Christian country.
Right.
Yeah, we welcome all religion.
Right.
Because you love those founding fathers so much. Like when
Yeah,
they
you
wrote
wanna
their
quote them,
constitution,
right.
that's what they wrote in there.
So you claim
that's
to
why
know-
they put that in there and shit. Yeah.
That's why you claim to be so American, but you don't even know the basic
Yeah.
Bill of Rights.
When
Get
they were
hell
writing
out
the
of here. You don't
Constitution,
even
they
know the
put
Bill
that
of
in there.
Rights.
It's like, okay, yeah, because they were coming from places where you have like a national religion.
Right.
Like overseas, like we don't want that here.
We don't
like,
want
yeah.
a dictatorship.
Yeah. We're like over that and he's okay, like everybody has to celebrate. It's like, no, yeah, you can
You can choose to do what you want to do.
Yeah,
But
we're Christian, but we recognize other religions. That's what they were on. Like,
And my
yeah.
thing is, you can do whatever you want to do, but I mean, let's respect each other. That's just all I say. I mean, I may disagree with your beliefs or disagree with some of your viewpoints.
Yeah,
but,
we can agree to disagree.
Right, but I'm going to
like a
respect
healthy
you.
discussion.
Right, I'm
yeah.
going to respect you.
Like
but,
long as it doesn't get like out of hand, we're like when we like just like shouting and like
Yeah.
when it gets disrespectful, I don't like it.
Yeah.
But like some people, I wouldn't block somebody just because I disagree with them on Twitter or Facebook. As long as like the banter is back and forth is good.
Right.
But if you start getting disrespectful, then I'll block your ass. That's my.
Then you're going to catch this. You don't catch this smoking. You
That's
don't want
the only
this.
time I'll
You
block
don't want
you,
this
then.
smoke. Like I said, you don't want this kind of smoke. Because I play to win. You don't want this smoke. But yeah, though. So let's just be a little bit, like when you out there celebrating and whatnot. If you are going to brave the crowds and go out, like I don't want to see no more videos of you snatching food processor out of people's hands and punching people over, at the craziness or. What was the toy a couple years back? Was it the Nintendo DS thing or
There's
whatever?
something with it,
Something
yeah.
Nintendo.
And every few years, Nintendo gets a hit.
Yeah.
I remember they had the Wii,
The
like
Wii,
10
yeah.
years ago, and then that went away quickly. Like they get a hit every now and then. Like it was the DS, I guess, was it last year,
Right,
year
I think
before,
so,
whatever
yeah.
it was. Yeah, they get a hit every now and then.
Mm-hmm.
But to me, and Nintendo, yeah, I'm about to go on another. They're and that's what they're lane. They're gimmicky. Like they know how to. Yeah, they pick the because like their systems
Were for families.
Their systems for the most part are trash. I grew up loving NES and Super Nintendo.
Oh, and then the
like,
mini
yeah.
Nintendo that was like popular for a
Yeah,
second.
that's
The little miniature.
the retro one that was
Yeah.
dope. Yeah, so that's the last good product they had. Probably was that one, and I still got a knockoff of that version. So I didn't even buy the real version. I found one like a knockoff like $20, and it had more games. So that's the one I got.
Because I saw
Yes.
they was like at the
Ours
Best
gets
Buy.
the Chinese knockoff.
At the Best Buy, the one on Roosevelt. It was Rajon Rondo because it was when he was playing with the Bulls. He was in line. He was like, "Is this Rondo?"
Rondo got
Rondo
his
was in
shit.
line. At the one right there on Roosevelt, the Best Buy.
I'm sure that
Look at this,
Nintendo looked
Rondo.
like that in his hand. About the giant ass.
He got
hands.
big ass hands. Yeah.
That's why he was able to get them steals. All of them. It was like one of the leaders in steals. You see this dude's hands.
Looking like a baseball glove, like yanking stuff. But yeah, though. But just show some control when you are going out there. If you do want to brave the shopping crowd, just say, be safe. Don't take your kids out there. Like I hate to see kids out there because like these people are crazy, and if somebody's kid gets knocked out, I mean that's gonna be a whole
And
another
these
fight.
sales are just trash.
That's gonna be
to
a whole
me.
another
It's
fight
like,
that breaks
yeah,
out.
It's never anything worthwhile. It's just like the Popeyes chicken sandwich. It's more hype than anything else, than the quality of the like the sales.
Food
is
processor $49.99.
Yeah, it's
That's how
crap
much
and
it
shit,
is, right? Yeah, how much a food
or some
processor is.
no name television for like $250. It's like
Why are TVs
50-inch like $250? It's like this.
Why are TVs always people buy these TVs every Black Friday? It's like your TV doesn't last.
You never heard of the brand. That's why. Exactly. I don't know the brands of these fucking these 50 inches
Sony.
for like
Like
these
a
50, yeah,
magnet
box. Yeah, I never heard of magnet box. Yeah. These 50-inch fucking for like $250. Like it's trash. That's why it's TV.
It's a 4K. It's a 4K for 300. That's 65 inches. I'm like, I don't think that you want a 4K 65 inches for 300. I don't think that's going to be a good quality TV.
Yeah. Kareem, our brother, he had a good one he posted about Black Friday. And won't they like put like practical so they put like Tide laundry detergent, have a Black Friday for like stuff for you.
$5.99 for like the big ass
I
one.
might line up for that shit.
Big ass side.
He put something like, hey, why don't regular stores have Black Friday? So
Yeah,
why
Jewel,
is it always
you.
electronics and shit like that? Yeah.
Jewel, we're looking your way.
Exactly. Yeah.
Hell, hell, let's do. Well, this is what I call like actual real fights. Though I was like, let's put some gas on sale. That caused right. That caused a riot. Never mind. Like if Amoco, BP.
Take it back to 79, 89, 99. Yeah, 99 cents for premium. Remember back in the day.
Even if you had regular for like $150, I like whip around for regular for $150.
Do them Die Hard prices was like 74 cents a gallon. Yeah. 77 for premium.
Damn.
Where they showed Sergeant Al Powell looking at Nakatomi. It's like
and the gas prices.
It was like, and what we're looking at them damn gas prices now.
Right.
Back then we were looking at the tower. Okay. Now it's like 74 cents for gas? What year was this movie again? I'm pretty sure back then it was like, man, this gas price is ridiculous. No matter what year it is like out of hand.
Gas is always high.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure back in 88 they were complaining about the 74 cent gas.
And the price of eggs is always high.
Exactly. And
price of milk, yeah.
It's some bullshit. 74 cent, man. I'm pretty. What happened to 50 cent gas? I'm pretty sure they were complaining back then.
35-cent gas.
Whatever year it is, they gonna complain about the gas prices.
But yeah, though I was that's like I said, that might cause a riot. And so don't do that because I don't want you back. 90% do gas.
We had done that when Power 92 first signed on. Is the funniest shit because like it was in the station at first. So our first promotion was giving out free gas. I'm gonna tell you where they put us in the fucking hood. It's like 43rd and fucking Wentworth and shit.
Who
this was like 2001, so like the projects were still there. Then it's like Robert Taylor was still. And we didn't have a street team, no security. So, like, they had me and Rico out there by ourselves, like, before. We didn't have no truck. Like, in my raggedy-ass fucking, Plymouth, whatever.
Reliant. Yeah, you're Reliant. So we're Reliant.
We're pulling up in Power 92 shirts. It's like, no security.
No security.
And we're like, we're going to get robbed.
Did you have it on a debit card? Or you guys, how did you guys have it?
It was with we had the arrangement with the station. That's with the gas station. Yeah. So they knew we were coming, but it was like the first like 100 people. It was like it wasn't everybody,
right?
Well, like between these time, come get 92 cent. It was the first 92 people. That's what was get free gas.
92 people get free gas. Okay, yeah, 92.2.
First 92 people get free gas. That's what the promotion was. And we pulled up, and like as soon as we pulled up, we saw that mob scene. It was like, should we even get out of the car? Because we didn't know, and we were like young cats too. Like it was like we're just starting out in our career.
I would have been like, hell to the no. Like you don't pay me enough. Hell to the no. I'm not putting my life.
They really weren't paying us much. I think they were like minimum wage.
Hell to the no. You go put that just sounds like a setup. You putting me out here to give out free gas in the hood with no security.
Yeah.
With no security. Hell to the no.
And I say, how do we know? What about that 93rd person that pulls up? Ooh, that's what
right.
Shit. What do we tell that motherfucker?
What if he come out looking like Keith David?
Yeah, 93rd person.
Or looking like Pinky. Come by at 11:30. Looking like him.
Yeah, looking like from Menace to Society. Yeah.
He's still Pinky. I can't think of his name. Clifton Powell. There you go. I couldn't think of his name.
Looking like Debo from Pride. Where's my gas?
You the 93rd person. I'm the 92nd. You're the 92nd person. Go.
Give this man some gas. Go. I go inside and tell the little Arab dude, like, get this man some gas.
That's racist.
That's racist. I think he was Arab, though. So they own all the gas stations. Have you ever seen anybody that was not Middle Eastern own a gas station? I haven't.
Now I'm actually like sitting down thinking real hard because I was stopping in the hood for my gas and I'm thinking real hard. I'm like, no. I'm
so his name is Muhammad or Asim
Akbar.
or Abdul Rahim. It's like Sharif.
Jabari.
Malik.
El Shalom.
It's always something like that.
But
you don't see no Johnny's on no
Johnny. Johnny. Big John. Big Ray and them.
Deontay. Never seen Deontay Wilder on a gas station.
Wilder?
He just had a fight.
The blackest day. Can we see a white Deontay? I'm just asking.
That'd be funny.
But yeah, though. So in all funny, like all seriousness, you guys were okay. Like I said, agged on that.
We survived it. So we got through it.
Y'all survived it.
As soon as we pumped that 90-second first, we
Y'all
got the hell out of there. I think I had the car running. I was like, we done. Okay, let's get the fuck out of here. Before Debo comes up asking for his gas, let's just go. So now it's Muhammad's problem now. Like they're going to ask him about the gas and we got out of there.
It's your problem now.
That was Habib's problem. We got the hell out of there. That's racist as hell.
Got the hell out of there. I would have too.
But that would have been my thing if Debo had showed up asking. I made the actual Debo to like go ask Habib. When he went over there and asked him.
You would pull it off. You would did the thing where you slide across the hood of the car and get your car. You like
sliding off.
Was it the Dukes of Hazzard?
Yeah, Luke Duke slid across the hood of the car. And this coon did in this other movie. I can't think of the name of it right now, but he thought he was a black Duke of Hazzard.
I can't. Oh my gosh.
And what a hell of a segue you mentioned Dukes of Hazzard.
Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about this Confederate flag situation.
Oh, Lord.
Because Kanye West, I got it wrong. Hold on. Christian billionaire genius, Kanye West. He said he's changing his name to it.
And I'm borrowing from Coming to America. His mama named him Kanye. I'm going to call him Kanye. Donda, she named him that.
Mr. Christian billionaire genius, Kanye West. Picture spotted of him wearing an American flag patch on his jacket. Of course, with all the Trump hat shit and all of that stuff that happened last year, people are ready to cancel Kanye again.
So he had the Confederate flag on his sleeve.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah. And my thing is, as a black people, our history with this country, we just have to... We can't do shit that other people do. Mm-hmm. And that's just the short answer.
It's like Chris Rock said it best. We're Americans, but not really.
Not really.
It's like, sure, it's like the uncle that paid for you to go to college,
touch you,
or molest you when you're a kid. It's like, so, got a little different relationship
with that.
Yeah, sure. This is it's the only country we know. We were born here, but at the same time, we had a different experience. Chappelle said it best too. If the black man and the white man go back in time, meet George Washington, the white guy, wow, our founding father. We go shake his hand,
we go back.
Well, the black man's like, oh shit, George Washington, run, run. Go run, yeah, because they own slaves.
Everybody owns slaves.
So Washington see a black dude, he gonna just nigger out of here.
Let's get him.
He gonna throw a rope around you. Yeah. Hey, what are you doing in here?
What you doing here, boy?
Boy, at the Continental Convention. Who let you in?
Especially
if you're not a servant. If you're just there hanging out. If you're there serving, then it's like, hey, yeah, what you here for?
The service role is different.
Yeah, if you're there serving, it's then you there working. It's but if you're just there at the Continental Convention, who let this nigger in?
Real talk. So our relationship is a little different. So we truly are the bald-headed stepchildren. Not even red-headed. I say bald-headed. We bald-headed stepchildren in America. With Cinderella. I just watched Cinderella recently.
You taking advantage
I'm taking advantage of my Disney Plus, yeah. That $7.62 is worth it. I'm taking advantage of it.
I just one question before you go. What's your password?
No. Hell to the no.
We don't do that here. Shout out Black Panther. Coming soon to Disney Plus.
It is, yeah, because they're going to be ending Netflix.
Whenever they Netflix contracts. That's what people like, because that's a controversy. People said Disney lied because that was the thing. But they still got contracts with Netflix and Hulu and whatever these other you can't just you can't get out of the contract. You signed a contract for however many years. When it expires, then it'll come to Disney. That's all it is. It's they can't just break the contract because then they owe millions. They might owe millions of dollars to Netflix if they break that contract.
I think it's coming maybe in
I think it said 2020.
In February, I want to say.
2020.
Which would be appropriate because Black History Month.
And that's when it originally came out in February.
I think that's what it said. When I looked at it on Disney Plus, it was coming, and I forgot what month.
There's more than one movie that said that people were
they were mad. They were big mad.
That's the big one that our people mad was Black Panther. It's on Netflix.
It's still on Netflix.
It's been on Netflix for years. And
I know everybody
when it came out of theaters,
it went on Netflix.
And when it came from theaters, it went pretty much to Netflix. I think it was in Redbox temporarily.
Yeah, and then it went right to Netflix. Yeah,
it's been there, however, probably almost 2 years now. Whenever how long it's been on Netflix.
But yeah, though, we're like Cinderella though. It's we locked in the tower, and the evil stepmother locked her away and didn't want Cinderella do this, Cinderella do that, Cinderella.
Unfortunately, Black people haven't found a Prince Charming yet. Or a fairy godmother, even. We didn't have a fairy godmother yet, let alone the Prince Charming. Because fairy godmother got to get you ready for the Prince Charming. We haven't even found that motherfucker yet.
And Obama was not yet. Let's stop trying to say that Obama ended racism. Let's say that Obama ended racism.
Nah, bruh.
Nah, it's still, no, it did not end racism. Stop it. So, that's just my response to that when people claim that racism is over.
Well, shout out to my guy, G-Ski. I'm about to have some fun with this, because, like...
Oh, Lord.
And I'm going to mention names. I saw some of my guys, he'll be mad at me. Well, my guy G-Ski, Power 182. He posted, because G-Ski, like, he's Kanye to the grave, pretty much. He rocks with Kanye, so, like, that's his guy. Even when, like, the whole world was canceling him for wearing the hat, G-Ski never did. And me and my relationship with Kanye is, I'm with Kanye, but Kanye, you do a lot of dumb shit. You make it hard for me to, like, defend myself. When everybody around me is canceling, you make it hard for me to one lone voice in the group. Like, well, like, I'm not.
I didn't cancel him, but I just said the thing that Chris Rock said.
I didn't care, but he does a lot of dumb shit. So you make it hard for me to justify why I'm a fan of you.
I said,
like, you make it hard.
Take off that silly ass hat.
Yeah.
Take off that.
That's my whole thing with Kanye. Yeah, like, did I cancel you? No, but you make it hard when everybody is like, oh, fuck Kanye. Yeah,
I like the people that cancel.
If you're saying,
like I said, we like the people that cancel when they were at the Sunday service.
Yes. Cancel them, then 6 months later, you at Sunday service.
Instagram phone like, yeah.
Now, a month and a half later, you're canceling them again because of this fucking flag situation. But so my guy G-Ski posted a pic. I'm reading from his Facebook right now. G-Ski, the outsider. He said, for all the late fake outrage, and he like was reposting somebody else's post, this guy named James. He said, that damn Kanye West rocking the Confederate flag, what a sellout. And then it's like pauses.
And pause, yeah.
It posts pictures like several other rappers rocking the Confederate flag. Lil Jon, I see Nas and Khalees, they got it on with their
N-word,
controversial shirts.
I remember when they wore that, the N-word.
We have Andre 3000 got it on his drawers, Confederate flag. I'm not sure this other guy, I can't tell right now. But and then they were going back and forth. And then shout out my guy Mike Jones. Jones gonna be mad. But I don't give a shit. He's like, nah, bruh, these pics were years apart. Once we collectively knew better, we did better, except for Ye. And G-Ski was like, nah, G, motherfuckers knew what they were doing there, and don't try to separate. And so basically, it was a big back and forth. Somebody else jumped in. It was like, well, you just don't like Kanye Jones.
Pretty much, yeah.
So you're defending all these, like, to me, it's like either all of them were idiots or justified. You can't say that, oh, well, those guys were cool. Like, I like Andre Outkast, but I don't like Kanye.
Who doesn't like Andre?
Kanye's a cool one, but Andre wasn't. You can't say that.
And my thing is that I just maintained is, like I said, like, we can't do shit that other people do. Because the history of that flag, as us as a black person, I just can't knowingly rock with that. I can never... People, oh, it's a rebel. No, it's not a rebel flag. That's a racist flag.
And
it's
another
not a
one, people say Southern pride. Is
no,
like,
it's racist pride.
I'm glad I'm not from the South, so I don't have to defend that either.
It's racist pride. That's what it is.
Even if I was from the South, I would still shit on that flag.
I wouldn't fuck with it.
Because it is black people. For like Charlemagne, he's from South Carolina. He don't fuck with the flag.
Yeah, from South Carolina.
And that's might be the most racist state out there. They just took the flag down from their fucking capital.
Some people from Mobile, Alabama. Some people might be from there or whatever.
Atlanta, Georgia, like they have a long history with that Confederate
flag. Our mom's
flag.
family is from Mississippi. Yeah, our mother's family, they're Mississippi.
But South Carolina just took this shit down from their capital. They still had a Confederate flag up there. I think like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
They just got the flag out. I think that's because of Dylan Roof. Like, that's the only reason they took it down after that tragedy. Then South Carolina said, you know what, we got to do better.
We got to do something.
They finally took it down after that. But it took like a church shooting from a nut. Yeah. For them to finally take down that flag. And that flag is
that was
bullshit.
Done. That was a racial hate crime.
Yep, obviously.
It was a racial hate crime. Black people.
And then when they started checking the dude. I think they checked their social media and saw the Confederate flag all over it. It's like, okay,
oh shit, we can't associate with that.
So then
let's move it.
So they pulled it down finally. For years, like black people been protesting that flag, like get that shit out of there. Off of the Capitol building, for years, and then it took that shooting.
I knew somebody who was from South Carolina, went to college with, because I remember her saying that.
She was one of the people that
was saying, she was like, it's like there, and that was like many years ago when I was in college. So I mean, she was talking about they still had the Confederate flag. We was like, why? How the hell they still have a flag up in your state building? Like what the? I can't imagine if Illinois had like that. That
you
wouldn't
down
go in
to-
Illinois and
You go to
Springfield.
Springfield.
Oh,
and
that
then,
wouldn't go.
This is a Confederate flag.
That
sitting
wouldn't
up
go in
there.
Springfield. It wouldn't go.
Yeah.
It wouldn't go. We would have climbed up there ourselves. If we had to climb there ourselves and remove the shit
Smash that shit
ourselves.
down.
Somebody would have Spider Dance. Somebody would have Spider-Man that shit and ripped it out.
Spider-Man.
Is he still alive?
I'm sure he fell to his death. No, he
No,
did not. They
don't say
arrested. He did. Y'all know Spider Dances. He climbed. There was the then Sears Tower.
It's the Sears Tower.
He climbed. This idiot. He climbed the Sears Tower basically.
In the 80s or
something like that. He had suction cups on his hands. Yeah, which now the Willis Tower for younger people don't know what the hell is a Sears Tower or that store that went bankrupt. Yeah, well, yeah, the Willis slash Sears Tower, whatever the hell you want to call it. This dude climbed it, and then of course when he gets to the top, they were waiting there and they arrested him. Because like you imagine, you just like you're like on the 75th floor. Some guy just climbs like you think you imagine this shit. It's like you're scared the shit out of you. You just sitting at your desk. Like,
am I hallucinating?
yeah, there's a guy outside of the window. It's like,
Sure it is. Like in your board meeting, like.
And if they go by the time somebody came in, you like swear you saw it, and they're like, yeah, well, yeah, you on that, you snorted too much coke, and it was the 80s. You to leave that coke alone.
So Wolf of Wall. I didn't see Wolf of Wall Street yet.
Wolf of Wall Street, yes.
Shout out.
Great movie.
Okay.
But can you imagine that? You just look out like, it's a dude outside the window. That's Spider Dan story.
Oh my gosh. Ridiculous.
But yeah, so would have climbed up there and snatched that flag down. That's where the whole Spider Dan connection.
Yeah. But, I mean, like I said, black people, let's just leave it alone. Let's not be like, oh, we're trying. No, we can't do that. We can't wear the flag. If you know the history of that flag, then you would have a whole nother,
and one thing with Kanye, he's fucking trolling
thing.
and shit. Like, come on. Yeah, Kanye knows what the fuck he's doing.
Yeah.
Once again, Kanye, he's not from the South. He's from Chicago. He's from the south side of Chicago.
South side
He's from the south side of Chicago. Yeah,
not the South Shore Drive.
He's from South Shore.
Right.
He's not from the South. He's from South Shore.
Right. And we don't get down like that. We don't get down like that on the South Side. We don't do that.
So if you were from Atlanta, like that's why I would even justify with like Little John in Atlanta. That's the justification.
And they
from
Andre,
the South at least.
yeah,
Andre,
yeah,
them cats, they.
Nas, I don't know what he's doing. He's from New York.
Yeah, he's an idiot.
He's from Queens. He's from Queens.
He's trolling
right?
just like Kanye.
Yeah, he's from Queens.
Just like Kanye, he was trolling.
I don't know what that was.
You can't say it's Southern pride. With
right, I
those
don't
cats,
get what he's doing, but
Kanye is just trolling. That's all. And that's how I look at it. That's why I'm not even mad at him. I'm like, this is Kanye being Kanye. He's just trolling. Yeah. Because he knows that when he does that, he's going to get attention.
There's no such thing as bad publicity.
Yeah.
And you see who he married. I'm just saying, like, you add Kanye, who already is a person who likes to troll with Kardashian. Think about what that...
Oh, you shot out Kim. You saw at Sunday service, she had her Lori Lightfoot suit on. You saw that?
Kim did?
Yeah.
That's right, because he said that he wants her to
he's
be...
trying to cover up, yeah, like, yeah. But
you know who you married.
Yeah, like, you can't... I think it's unfair, like, because a lot of...
who you married.
You know, a lot of cats. This is called a lot of, like... guys are like chauvinists or like
Hotep.
Hoteps, yeah. Holy Hotep Batman.
Holy Hotep Batman, yeah.
They were like, yeah, well, yeah, she needs to follow her king. You're like, yeah, like, I was like, well, you can't like marry somebody that's one way and then change them later.
You
like,
married her after
you've been married to her for
years,
for a long time, yeah, and like, not just the sex, just the way she dresses.
Yeah.
Kim got a great body and she likes showing that shit off, yeah.
And she posed numerous times. She posed.
She broke the internet and shit with the fucking the cover, yeah.
Yeah,
she was naked, yeah.
You saw frontal. You saw her.
Yeah,
her vajayjay was out.
Frontal.
Her vajayjay was out.
With that side, yeah.
And it's like, as a mother...
And at the time, when Kanye, just before he became Christian billionaire genius...
And she
Kanye,
was a mother at the time.
Yeah, and he liked this shit, yeah, like, because, like, she posted on Instagram, Kanye West likes this, so obviously he didn't have a problem with that shit, yeah.
Because,
he was the first one to like the comment,
in his eyes, but in his eyes, before he himself changed... In his eyes, having that, you like, I got one of the baddest bitches. All these niggas want to fuck my bitch. And that's where his mind was at first. But now that he's saved, it's a different kind of thing. You don't want people want to fuck your bitch now.
Yeah.
It's like you want her to be, this is my wife. This is my queen. This is who I respect.
The wife of a Christian, yeah.
She's the wife and she's the mother of my children.
A Christian wife.
Respect her. And that's what you want. But yeah,
it's, Kim, she came, yeah, because she had, like, she looked like, cause a lot of people, like, looking like Lori, like, she had on the suit, and it did look very Lori Lightfoot. It's like, yeah, it's like, because like it didn't fit right. It probably was one of Kanye's suits because it was
Yeah.
baggy as hell. Like
It probably was one
wasn't
of
even
Kanye's suits. I'm
She
gonna look at the
probably,
picture.
she probably came dressed in her regular shit, and
He
he was
said
like, "No,
nope.
you can't wear it." We had, especially at Joel Osteen's church, he's like, "You can't wear that shit."
You can't wear that.
It's like because like so she had on an ill fitting, so she looked like Lori Lightfoot and shit. That's literally what she looked like when she had the suit on.
But you know who you married, and it's like unless she wants to follow the same path as you, if she wants to become saved and join that with you, if that happens, then that's
You
the
gotta
end.
let her.
Then that's the end of the
but
Kardashian
here's-
empire.
but here-
That happens.
No, then they'd just be like saved, like Kardashian. I mean,
They're all the majority. We're all gonna be
now here's
saved.
The Church of Kardashian, they start their own church.
That's about all the rest of them will be over. Like Chloe, all them, like they'll be over because Kim is the brand.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they all have their own thing, but Kim is what started the whole. She's the alpha and the omega. She's the start and the end of it. She is.
Chloe and Cord will probably be done. I think Kylie will be okay. She seems like
She's a
winning.
billionaire,
She's
so she'll
winning.
be all right. Yeah.
And nobody cares about nobody cares about the other one. I can't even think of
Kendall.
her name. Kendall.
The
Yeah,
one, the Pepsi.
It shows you how
Pepsi.
little I give a shit about her. I couldn't even think of her name.
And then Rob is
Like,
Rob.
And I totally forgot he existed. I don't forget Rob is part of the family. He literally is the redheaded stepchild.
Rob.
Forgot he existed.
Shout out Black China.
Shout out Black China for real. We probably had the worst sex tape. I didn't even said her head game was trash, according. But
But it's like, I mean, the chauvin. Like, guys, let's stop with the whole chauvinistic thing. And speaking of, since we
Because
over,
like when that story first about a lot of cat
well,
hotels.
we can segue to this. Here's a segue.
Yeah, we ain't new at this shit.
Here's a segue. You opened the door. That's perfect. All right. So the new thing they got now, what you think about this? They have a trial of this that's going on. It passed the first guidelines or whatever. Male birth control. That's becoming a topic now.
I only got 2 words. I got 1 word on that. Pass.
Male birth
Not
control.
injecting my penis with anything.
But my thing,
I saw that shit. Is like,
They was like,
it said it lasts
injection?
13 years. Then I'm not doing.
and my
that.
thing, I'm like, it could last with 13 years. That's a really long time.
Yeah, what if you change your mind? You want to have kids in like 5 years?
That's a
You
really
gotta wait
long.
another 7, 8
Right.
years for this.
That's
shit
a really,
to
really
wear
long
off and
time.
shit.
But then they was like, they also have like a pill form, and I'm like, okay, a pill form. I was like, because I'm like injection, like I'm not a fan of injection because even though they have like
The Depo shot.
mm-mm.
Especially what this is, like a Depo shot
I
for
don't,
men. is what they
I don't
do.
like injections. I don't like that. But it's like the pill, okay, maybe if they could have like a pill form, because my thing is, why is so much, and I'm not a feminist by no means, I'm not, but why is so much responsibility placed on the woman as far as birth control? Because you think about it, if I get pregnant, I'm pregnant for 9 months. And unless I have multiples, I'm not going to have more than 1 baby. A guy, and I've known guys who had ghetto twins. I know somebody who has ghetto triplets.
Sure.
I know someone who has ghetto triplets. I'm just going to say it like that. But a man can impregnate many women in 1 year.
Somebody I know recently had ghetto twins. I can't think of who it was though now.
So
Somebody I know personally. If I think of it, I'll say it. That just happened with somebody I know. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank. Right
it
now.
happens though. So we saw Lil Wayne celebrity. He
Wayne
had
did it,
Lauren London and Nivea pregnant at the same time.
He's probably the most famous case of ghetto
twins.
Nivea recently talked about that. Said that's what made her and Lauren become friends because of that shit.
Yeah, because she was like this awkward situation. Because it's
Yeah.
like either you can be mad about it or you can
Yeah, she was on Vlad.
grow
TV
from
talking
it. Yeah.
about that.
Because it's an awkward situation. It's like both of us are pregnant by the same man at the same time, and he both promises relationships. That's awkward. It's like, okay, this is. But yeah, so like where I stand on things, I think that all the responsibility doesn't need to necessarily be placed on women. Like, should men have birth control? I don't know. Like, I'm like, I don't think that's a good idea because 13, that's too much. And then shooting in his penis, that's too much. But a pill, like if they could do like a pill form that could
They've been talking about that since the 80s.
that could help a guy
Since
how
before I
women do
started
the
having
pill
sex,
thing.
when I was, because like that's what all the OGs back then were saying. Like, yes, in the future, men are gonna have birth control. So it was like way even back then they were talking about that shit. Well, I guess they keep shutting it down because we kind of funny about that shit. I guess as guys,
Because my thing
I'm
is
not
why
taking a shot in the balls.
that's no, not the shots, but a pill.
I'm
like
not taking a pill either.
in pill form. But Well, I mean, you can speak on because you don't have any kids. You're responsible with your stuff.
I'm cool.
You're responsible. Yeah, you've been responsible.
Yeah, I'm not. This is not just me speaking out of my ass. And shit.
Right, but some of these other guys,
it's possible to fuck without having kids. I'm just
right,
saying.
but some of these other guys, and it's like you always be like one, like, whew, like man, you always are like one away from like, you know what I mean? From that's Eddie Murphy, you're crapping out. You always wait one away from crapping out. You always are. So, I mean, I think that it does need to be more accountability placed for men because it's always like women, like, you need to take care of that. You need to, it's like, but I can't get pregnant by myself. I need a man to get pregnant. I do.
But as Chris Rock said, if you do get pregnant, the guy doesn't have anything to say about it. So you can't have it both ways.
No, he does.
The guy says he doesn't want to have that baby and you want to have it. It's in your body. So there you go.
That's a touchy thing.
See? So if the guy is going to, if he has to take responsibility, he should be able to have a say in that shit too. But like Chris Rock said,
that's
real. All you do is like, what you gonna do? Like,
that's real touchy. Because then it works the other way too. Because if a woman is like, she doesn't want to have a baby, it's not her plan, but the guy is like, I want you to have this baby, like a la, what was that, Disappearing Acts?
Yeah.
Because she was like, I'm about to start my music career. This child is at the wrong time. He's like, don't kill my baby.
Kill my baby.
But it's like,
really, I don't remember his name. I'm gonna call him Flipper because
Flipper.
Because that's probably Wesley Snipes' most ridiculous character. So I'm gonna call everything he's Flipper in. So Flipper wanted to have the baby with Sanaa Lathan's character, basically.
And let's be real, it's Sanaa Lathan, beautiful woman. So I mean, he got her, you know. So it's like
he had already had 2 kids from previous marriage. He said, "I'm not exactly divorced. He still had the ghetto divorce. Yeah,
he was complicated as hell.
He was still married and had 2 boys with her.
Yeah, and then didn't have like a steady. I mean, he had a job, but he didn't have like a secure. He wasn't.
Yeah, he did freelance work, but no, that's. Especially you got 3 kids, that's not gonna cut it.
That's shaky.
You gotta go get you a job.
Right.
You got 3 kids to raise.
Mm-hmm. So it's like, so that's the other thing that's sticky too. So like, it does get to be very tricky though. It does, like the whole everything with pregnancy, because like if you want to have your baby and then the father is like, I'm not being a father to this kid, kill this baby. Because I know someone that happened to where the guy was like, you can do whatever you want. He's like, but I ain't going to do nothing for this kid. And he told her flat out, I ain't doing nothing.
I'm about to get controversial with
and
this
I was
now.
like, oh.
Here's the one way to solve that. I'm about to piss off a lot of people.
Oh, shit.
If the woman decides to have the baby against the father's wishes, he should be able to sign away all paternal rights. Well, she can't hit him for child support because she decided on her own to have that. It should be like something in writing, some kind of contract.
Controversial,
some
but
contract is like, because I'm letting you know right now, I don't want to have
if
kids.
He wants to wait, and he has to be and
he has to be able to sign his rights away.
Okay, and then to add to that, if he does sign over all his rights, so let's say that your child becomes the next LeBron James, you can't show up.
That's the thing. You can't show.
You signed away your rights. So if your child becomes LeBron James, when
you sign that contract, you're no longer the kid's father.
Right. If your child becomes the next Jeff Bezos, you can't come and be like, hey, you can't come in. You can't do that.
Like the Scarface dude.
Oh, God, that movie was awful.
Meet the Brown, Angela Bassett, and Lance Gross, who was 30, a teenager. Yeah.
He's my age.
He looked 30 in that movie, too.
He was about 28 playing a teenager. That movie was awful.
He looked the same age as the guy playing his father.
Damn. Like, don't be a menace.
Yeah, Lamar Tate.
Sean.
He's actually younger than Sean.
I used to change my father's diapers.
I think Lamar Tate is around your age now. He's like probably like barely 40. So.
I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing. But nah, though, hilarious. But I do say that should be the stipulations is you should be able to just sign off. If you do decide that this is not what I want to do, then that does have to be the decision that
somebody,
is.
Yeah, he decided, well, correct, shit happens, but if he's like, I don't want kids, and you had a kid, I said, I can't afford this kid, you got to help me with it. It's like, I don't think that's fair.
You have to sign off your rights. and say that
And you willing to have that baby knowing that this dude wants nothing to do with it. It's like, that's my thing. And not like he like said, like, not like Wesley's not like, yeah, don't kill me. But the dude told you straight up, like, nah, I don't want it. I don't want it.
Yeah.
I think that's a little unfair.
Yeah. Because if you do tell
Shout
somebody.
out Jeffrey Levin. Yeah, like
Jeffrey Levin.
Jeffrey Levin would be good to get on this conversation. Yeah. He would jump in. He'd be
father's
all over.
rights.
The father's rights attorney, Jeffrey Levin.
He know what
9
he be talking
a.m.
about.
Saturday mornings on Power 92.
He be knowing what he be talking about, though.
But he'd be a person to ask about that. So, like, what do you think? Should that law be in effect? Oh, that's Jeffrey. He'd give his
I
spiel
mean,
on
I
that.
do like if that is, like I said, it has to go that way where you sign over and once you're done, you're
Sign
done.
over,
It
that's
has to be.
It's just like with adoption.
with
like,
adoption. There you go.
if a woman give you a baby up for adoption, like once somebody adopts it, that's it. It's like,
Right, you can't be coming
come
back.
just because they didn't become the next Beyonce. You can't say like, yeah, that's my baby. They're like, nah, you signed up.
Or because now you got your life together. Like
Yeah.
at the time you were going through a difficult patch and now you're together now and now you show up. It's like, no, you can't do that.
Episode of my favorite show to reference all the time is Good Times.
Good
Is
Times.
an episode. Shout out John Witherspoon, who was on that episode.
As
Played
a
the
cop.
Yeah. And when Penny's biological mom, played by Chip Fields.
Her abusive
Kim
biological
Fields, Kim
mom.
and Alexis Fields' mom. Yeah, she played
The abusive mama who burned her with the
burned
iron.
her with the iron. And she gave her up, yeah, because she was like, yeah, you could tell she was young, yeah, because you could look at her and
Yeah,
tell.
because she was
Chip
like, I had
pretty
Penny
young.
when I was 15 or something like
Yeah.
that. She was a young
Penny
mom.
was about 10 or 11 during that time. You could tell that she was in her 20s.
Yeah, she
like
wasn't
that.
30
Chip
yet.
was like a pretty young chick. Yeah. And so she just walked out. It's like, I can't do this. It's like, yeah, because like, so she just walked away. And that's how Walona ended up getting
Instead of
her.
abusing the girl because it's like you don't know how to deal with her and to discipline because you're young, you're still figuring it out. She's growing up. You want to have your life.
And she just walked out on her. That's
Right.
how the episode. Those were some good episodes. Because season 5 was pretty terrible outside of the introduction to Penny episodes. And like the character, like her Penny's mom's character, was well written because while she was bogus for like burning her, but you kind of sympathize where you could see like that she's obviously like she's going through some
She's going
shit.
through
Yeah.
it.
So yeah. So she was like that fine line where like that's how you write a great villain. Like so like Thanos was so good and Killmonger and
Yeah,
because
where you can feel for them.
it's like they're villain, but you like sympathize with them at the same
Right.
time. It's like you can see like what they're going
Like
through.
I understand, like I don't like them, but I understand their
Yeah.
plight. Like you should be able to understand the plight.
Yeah.
It's just not like haha handlebar mustache and I'm
Exactly,
cartoony evil.
Like not like Boris and Natasha from Bullwinkle.
JR from Dallas because he was like
Yes.
handlebar mustache evil.
But yeah, the character was well written, like Penny's mom, because you sympathize. You could see like, and Chip is just a great actress too.
Yeah,
so you could
she
see
is.
the pain in her face. It's like, yeah, I can't do this. It's like so she just walked out instead of like keeping the beat, abusing the child. She just walked out. It's okay.
Right.
I'm done. That's it. I can't do it. Yeah.
And then she wanted to get her
And then
baby
she
back.
can't got her life. She got married and everything. And married a guy with money too.
Yeah.
So she had got herself together. So now she wants her daughter back.
She came back bad and bougie because she had on like a fur, had the glasses on. She came back like, okay, like yeah, I got my sunglasses, I got my rings, I got
Yeah.
my fur. I live in a big house in
on the Gold Coast.
on the
up
Gulf,
north.
wherever. Yeah, I live.
Live in the penthouse. I live in the building Oprah lived. Well, now, yeah, but there you live up there.
Yeah.
Oprah lives in the Mag Mile. She had a condo in
Yeah,
the
the
Mag
Mag
Mile that
Mile,
our
right.
grandfather worked at way back when. Yeah. And like she living somewhere like that, and like she's like, okay, I got everything I want except one thing. I want my baby.
I want my
back.
baby back.
But Walona legally adopted her, so like you can't just come back. So that's why she had to make Walona look unfit.
Right.
That's my only shot. I got to make it look like Walona is
a
unfit.
bad
So
mom.
then they take her away from her, and I can adopt her back. Yeah, because
Mm-hmm.
the adoption was she had legally adopted her, so technically Walona is her mom now.
Mm-hmm.
And couldn't I court the eyes of the court say you work the sister, you know, the
Yep.
eyes of the court that she's her mom. It's like the Bob can't just come back out of nowhere because she legally adopted her. So the only way to get her now, okay, I got to put her back in the system, make her look unfit. So then
Right.
Penny goes back in the system. Then I can adopt her. So that she had a whole plan to like
Yeah,
get
yeah,
her
a whole
back
charade
like that.
and-
yeah, to like make her look unfit.
And it didn't work.
Yeah.
Of course it didn't
Of
work.
course, it didn't work. Yeah.
And John Witherspoon shot was on there.
Shout out to the late great Mr. John Witherspoon. Bang, bang, bang.
Bang, bang, bang. But yeah, though. So, like that is a touchy. I think that we should try to follow up with that. Like, let's get like some legal. Let's get some legal
I'd love to have
representation of
Jeffrey
that.
Levin on the podcast.
Yeah, that can like weigh in on something because that's very very tight.
I might reach out to him, might work my magic and see what I can pull.
And then the other one too, like I said, like if you guys like want to do like the "Don't Kill My Baby," then you 50. We 50-50 at this point now.
Yeah, once you decide, it's like now you're all in. You can't change your mind.
You can't
later.
be like,
you're all in
well,
now.
I'm in between jobs and nope. This baby child, and I always children are expensive. Why don't we have two? Kids are high. Child care is high, so
you're gonna get that 20% regardless. You can't just change your mind.
You can't be like, well, I got this and this and nope. We 50-50 now at this point. Like you said, it takes a village to raise a child.
There it is. Mm-hmm. Okay, we done? I think we are.
I think we are. You got anything else?
Let's get the hell up out of here.
All right.
Appreciate everybody supporting Not Another Damn Podcast, episode 130.
Yeah.
If you like what we're doing, got a whole lot of ways to get at us. Hit the Facebook page, Not Another Damn Podcast. Give that a like. Also subscribe, share, rate, review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, TuneIn, SoundCloud, iHeartRadio, TLC Talk Radio. What up, Tasha?
Hey, Tasha!
Also, you can get at on your Alexa devices. Just say, Alexa, play Not Another Damn Podcast. We'll start going. And you can follow me at Ozman the Wizard on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Oz Radio on Snapchat and Facebook as well. Also, check out OzRadio.net. Work in progress. And when I say eventually get built, I mean, literally eventually. When I forgot, you can check out the audio for Not Another Damn Podcast on YouTube as well. Video coming soon, which means eventually. Like I said, that means eventually. Once we get our studios how we want it, because right now where we recording looks like trash. So when we have like a more visually appealing place to record, then we'll start doing the video. That's why we keep stalling. You want to see how we got. You want to see how we got our setup is right now. But yeah, it's the theater of the mind, so it sounds like we're in state of the art studio on Michigan Avenue. That's all. But we're far from that.
Speaking of 2020.
Yeah.
And you can check me out, MSIMAH626 on Instagram and on Twitter. Also, SCR8GULLEY1 on Twitter, SCR8GULLEY7 on Instagram. Also, please like the Straight Gully Facebook fan page. Check out straightgully.com for your blogs and your vlogs. And for your video production needs, check out straightgullyproductions.com.
There it is. I'm Ozman the Wizard.
And Naima.
And we will talk to you later.
Bye.